Dear listener, you are now tuned into In My Concert Era. Get your hurley and slither at the ready, as Kingfishr will go, raring and tearing and fighting for love in tonight's gig. From starting out as engineering students at the University of Limerick to becoming one of the biggest bands in Ireland this year, this is Kingfishr. 1 week after Noisy, and I'm at another gig. How typical of me. Don't worry though, because that's it for this year. I promise. Next time you hear from me will be in January or February. I don't really know yet. Anyway, it was so lovely to be able to see them again, especially in a much bigger venue, because the first time I saw them, back in September, was an album release, and those tend to be much smaller in smaller venues, like record stores, although that was in a club, and it was wonderful. But to then go see them live at O2 Kentish Forum, which has a much bigger capacity, was even better. They were in a larger venue, but they still had those intimate moments. It truly felt like we were all one big family as everyone sang along to their songs. Even the circle for Shot in the Dark was just as magical and intimate as the last one. It genuinely felt so perfect that night. To be surrounded by so many Irish people topped it off. We may have been at a gig in London, but there were so many Irish, whether that's first-gen immigrants or second-gen people like me who, were born and brought up in England but have Irish parents. I just loved it so much, and I can't wait for their Brixton Academy shows next year. So the support act was an Irish singer called Jack Cullen, who I faintly knew through Instagram. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Love Island, but Greg O'Shea, who won in 2019, he was also on the Irish Rugby Sevens team for a bit, is buddies with him, and as I follow Greg on Insta, have seen him share Jack's music a few times. I just haven't listened to him, but maybe I will after tonight. He's definitely channeling a bit of Kingfishr, Amble, Dermot Kennedy, maybe even Niall Horan. He's got that indie Irish folk pop going on, which is one of my vibes, to be fair. So I guess it's only right I listen to his music. Well, after his fantastic cover of Man I Need by Olivia Dean, he's got to be up there for having such a lovely singing voice. Now, that was the support act, Jack Cullen, who was a perfect opener for Kingfishr's magical gig. And possibly the best gig to end the year on. After London Night 1, Kingfishr should be so proud of how far they've come this year. They've truly outdone themselves. It was such an amazing gig. I loved all their songs, especially Hold Me Down from the deluxe album. I have that song on repeat all the time. I can't get enough of it. But it's not the only song that I'm loving at the moment by Kingfishr. Starting off, the band performed an unreleased song which Eddie, the lead singer, had written about his best mate. I don't remember the name of it, but it felt like a best man's beat, though one you probably wouldn't want your parents listening to on your wedding day. And in fairness, the friend this song was about is married or soon to be married, so it was quite fitting. I really enjoy hearing Flower Fire live. It has a beautiful instrumental, which is very folky, Every time I hear it, it just feels Irish and brings back all these childhood memories of going to the flat and hearing my sister play the concertina, which she still can play, but she doesn't really play it much anymore. There's a few songs of theirs which I can't get enough of that I got to hear live for the first time. One being Anyway. I was not expecting them to perform that song, but boy was I happy when they did, because I love it so much. And it's about a girl called Hannah. So it makes me think of my sister a little bit. The other song I was super excited to hear was Heart in the Water, this one. Now I want more Irish music with banjos. I think that's why I love Kingfishr so much. Because they have a banjo player, their music feels way more Irish, and I love it. I hope you do too. Of course, there was the song that made them famous. I mean, they're pretty much a household name in Ireland. And that was, you named it, Killer, their hurling song. Hurling being an Irish sport. A song written about Fitz the guitarist's hometown hurling team to becoming a Cork anthem and now a national hurling anthem that everybody loves. Especially my dad. You should have heard how loud he was singing the kill la 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 bit of the song. If you're Irish, you'll probably know this song by now. Unless you live under a rock. Because who doesn't? It's their biggest song yet. And it's only getting bigger and bigger. Finally, they ended on a much-loved song, Caroline, which is one of the first few songs of theirs I ever listened to. It's probably what got me into Kingfishr in the first place, because of how lovely the song sounds. I can't believe it's all over till next year. These Irish boys are going to go far. This is only the start for them, and I'm glad to be here for it, to be able to join them on this journey, as they go from small town boys who studied engineering at uni to becoming possibly the biggest Irish band this year. I cannot wait to see what's next for them, but in the meantime I'll just keep listening to Halcyon. Well, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas if you celebrate, and I'll see you in the new year.